I'm back.
Welcome back. We're just talking about what I think about Cthulhu.
Oh, okay.
Um, I said, seeing how they've taken out all the defensive cards from standard, and we don't know if we're getting any to replace those, like Sludge Belcher and Healbot. Aggro might become more prevalent. So if if aggro is more prevalent, a 10 mana win condition is not really viable because you're gonna lose before then. And the support cards for Cthulhu, they seem like they're statted well, like they're 2/3s and 3/4s and that type of stuff. So their vanilla stats are good, but the card text is irrelevant until you get Cthulhu. And a bunch of vanilla cards can't do anything to aggro decks. So as it stands, I think aggro decks will keep Cthulhu in check.
Oh, did you mention the new card time? Yeah.
I think the new card is garbage.
5 mana, 5 dudes for the paladin.
That weapon was so important for Muster. I don't think it'll work for Stand Against Darkness.
No, yeah, I think was it Light's Justice with the 3 dudes was really good.
It was also good because it was on curve with Knife Juggler. You could play a Knife Juggler, and then the following turn you muster for battle.
Yeah.
You can't keep your Knife Juggler there for 3 turns and hope for
yeah, no.
to play that. Unless you play it on turn 4 with something else, which is fine. That happens, but...
Dude, you played 2 Knife Jugglers. Turn
Well,
5.
We're not even sure if Knife Juggler is going to be viable if they change them.
That's true, too.
Right, we can only... We're only talking about as from what we know.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
So turn 4, play 2 Knife Jugglers. Turn 5, play that shit.
Now, if they do put defensive cards in the game, and if they do put defensive cards in the game, you guys can start doing whatever you want. They put defensive cards in the game, and they change Big Game Hunter so that he can't kill Cthulhu, then I think Cthulhu will be very overpowered.
Oh, was that before the Big Game Hunter?
I said if they replace the defensive cards that they're taking out of the game, and they change Big Game Hunter so that he can't kill Cthulhu, then I think Cthulhu would be overpowered.
Yeah, the Big Game Hunter. I think that's a mistake.
I think that's a mistake because it's the only thing that checks people that have been playing the game for longer periods of time, that have amassed large amounts of legendary cards, because otherwise you could just play legendaries and win the game.
Yeah.
Or giants or whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, like Mountain Giant was huge back in the day.
Yeah, the only thing you can use against those are just removal cards. And
yeah, and then I mean, some like rogues would be really fucked, because what are you going to do against Cthulhu? You're going to sap it so you can play it again? That's fucking retarded.
Yeah, you're gonna have to play. They're gonna have to play Assassinate now,
and that is also retarded. Anybody that actually plays Rogue knows that card is dead, basically. I mean, 5 mana kill a card, that's garbage.
What about Sabotage?
Sabotage is getting removed from the game.
Oh shit.
We're in the first area when you're ready.
I'm guessing they're gonna... I guess they could fix it, like... They can change, change Mountain Giants. They'll probably get nerfed too. With Big Game Hunter. Then you add a removal for the rogues in the new set?
I don't think they're good. I think the only giant they might change is Molten Giant.
Yeah, I think that's the only one that I heard someone say that they're by adding health to it. That's about it.
Yeah, they're gonna increase the amount of damage you have to take before you can play it for free. Somehow. That's what's rumored. So they might make it start at 25 mana, so that the only way that you can play it for free is if you're at 5 health. Instead of 10.
That's kind of bullshit. I don't think that one's broken. I thought the mountain giants were broken.
Which one was the mountain giant? The one with too many cards in your hand?
Yeah.
People aren't even playing that anymore since Reno Antlock came in.
Yeah.
I rarely even see Sea Giant played anymore.
That's more like a zoo thing now. That's like a hipster zoo thing.
Yeah, they're still around.
I think Cthulhu. I also think Cthulhu is like a Reno Jackson type of card. Like, it's a really good card, but you have to make the rest of your deck worse. So, is it even worth playing it? Like, having a bunch of vanilla cards basically in your deck until you draw Cthulhu is not even a good idea. Because your deck's gonna be saturated by like 2 3s and 3 3s and that kind of stats, and you can't do anything with that.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting watching that deck. Especially since there's 16 cards in all.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could drop down a 40-40 Cthulhu, that'd be kind of interesting.
40-40 Cthulhu.
Yeah, let it be like the last card in your hand.
I mean, it's possible because it combos with Brand. Like all the battle cry cards, you can combo them with Brand and get double the effect. And then Cthulhu himself, you can combo Cthulhu. So if you have a 40-40, you all of a sudden can do 80 damage.
Which
you win the game.
Yeah. Oh. If you get to hit the player with it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious to see like how strong Cthulhu gets if you draw those 16 cards that are supposed to power him first.
Damage.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario. I mean, we already know that some of them do give it like 2 health. I mean, 2 attack or whatever. So, but let's just say worst case scenario, you get 1 attack from every one of those minions. That makes it a 22. 6 plus 16, 22.
Yeah, which is still pretty good.
It can't be less than 22. And still 22 Battle Cry, a 10 mana 22/22 with Battle Cry, deal 22 random damage. That's a pretty OP card. But again, it all depends on what the meta is. It's OP if the meta is slow. It's garbage if the meta is fast.
Yeah, meta's always fast.
I also read somewhere that you don't just get Cthulhu, you also get a couple of his support cards for free also.
I wonder if the cards that they're showing right now are the ones you're getting for free.
I only read that there was like a couple of them that you got for free.
No, but the 2 buff cards that they showed right now could have been
maybe
what they gave.
Yeah.
If you go to the trailer on YouTube and you read the comments, there's somebody that links like a Twitter thing, and Bedbro just is talking about it in the post. But it doesn't matter. Like, they're common cards, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no. Are all the buff cards common?
I don't know. We don't know. I saw a tweet from Crip. He was making fun of Blizzard. He made like he took a stock picture of a zombie channel, and he added like some shit coming out of his ass, and then he like changed the title of it, and he gave it like 3-4 stats with a stupid effect, and he's like, "Look, Blizzard, this is how you do it, right? This is how you make the new set. You just do this."
Yeah, I get it, but it's also like, I mean, those part of the games. So, like Blizzard can do it. They had the faceless tribes since Warcraft 3.
Like I get that the theme of the expansion is like corrupted people and like corrupting the original cards and stuff. That's pretty cool, but like
Maybe too soon.
not even too soon. It's just like too close to like the corrupted loot hoarder. It's just a loot hoarder. It's exactly the same, except they multiplied all the numbers by 2. That's it.
Yeah. I hope that they're actually coming out with new cards, not just
Yeah, there'll be new cards.
going to the next area, by the way.
But like Alex said, I mean, most of the sets, when we saw the set at first, it was garbage, and then they saved all the good cards for the end to hype it up. So we'll just wait to see.
We'll have to wait a month to see.
Well, I mean, if they keep releasing 1 card a day, you know, we could be here 4 fucking months.
I know. And maybe that's what they're hoping. They're like, hey guys, we're not done. We're not done yet.
No, they usually do a big throwdown at when it gets really close.
Yeah, I'm just making a joke.
134 seems kind of small. Were the other expansions bigger than that? Can't remember.
GVG and Next put together is slightly more than 134.
Oh.
So it's bigger than GVG.
Well, the 2 expansions they're taking out, they're trying to replace the same amount of cards, so...
Yeah. Also, Dylan, I read that they're not gonna put the Cthulhu cards in Arena because they realized that they're pointless if you don't actually draft a Cthulhu.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, why have those cards in there?
Yeah. People that don't pick those cards will have total advantage. Or get stuck with them.
It's kind of whatever. I mean, it's just another set in Hearthstone. I'll evaluate it when I see the whole thing. I'm sure there's gonna be some cancer.
Oh, you know it, man. I gotta put that cancer in the deck, huh?
Well, the thing to watch is, like, they have to replace a lot of important cards.
Dude, like my Paladin deck, I lose like 15 cards out of my Paladin deck.
Yeah, me too, huh?
Hey, it doesn't bother me because I don't copy decks on the web. I just make whatever. But it's just like, I don't know. As long as I can replace it and it's a workable deck, I don't mind. I mean, as it is with the game how it is right now, like there's already. I mean, I don't have enough slots in the deck anyway, so losing the cards, I'm not even sure if it matters. Like today when I was playing Paladin today, and my deck didn't have any consecration, true silver champion, equality, no lay on hands. I mean, like there were so many slots left.
In the next area.
If I took out stuff, yeah, I'm coming. So I'm not worried about. Not worried about any of that crap.
Do we think they'll add a new kind of ability take, like inspire?
Oh,
You mean a keyword?
Yeah, keyword thing.
I doubt it.
I mean, Cthulhu in itself is kind of a new keyword because it's a wherever it is keyword. Because on the card it says add however much attack to this card wherever it is, which means if it's on your hand, if it's on the board, if it's in the deck, whatever. So that's a new mechanic in itself that wasn't in the game before. Maybe we'll see more of those. Like maybe we'll see like a 2-mana 2/2 beast that says give all your beasts +1 no matter where they are.
Oh,
It can be dangerous. It seems a lot more powerful than the battle cry.
Yeah. I mean, is one attack on every single minion a really big deal? I mean, it could be. I don't know.
well, it's like Mistcaller. I meant.
Yeah, but Mistcaller doesn't affect the board, and this effect does. You know how many people are gonna be like, just give up on Cthulhu because they have this whole entire deck that revolves around the card, and then the card's on the bottom of the deck.
Well, isn't that where you want Kithel? The bottom?
No, you want him in the 10th spot. That's where you want him.
Because the longer he stays in there, the more stronger he gets.
Yeah, but if you play a game where you go 20-something turns and Cthulhu is your last card and all you've been playing is vanilla cards the entire game, you're gonna fucking lose. Like, in theory, it sounds like it makes sense. Yeah, if it's the last card in my deck, then it'll just win the game. Well, how many times do you actually run out of cards in your deck? Unless you're playing against warriors or priests.
Or mill rogues.
But what if Cthulhu gets milled?
Yeah, you're screwed. I mean, you might as well just quit, because you just buffed that card and now you can't even play it.
Like, see, maybe something with Control Warrior.
Yeah, but Control Warrior, there's not enough slots to make Cthulhu work. There's only like 5 leftover slots from the base deck, because most of the deck is removal. So you're gonna have Cthulhu and like 4 support Cthulhu cards. That's not gonna work either. I think it's just gonna be a gimmick deck. Like,
Nice.
like you play your stupid Cthulhu team, and then you have a lot of cycle in the deck, and then you try to get the Cthulhu out. Maybe like turn in the late teens, and then you just win. I don't know. Because I just think that the longer the game lasts, if you're just playing vanilla minions, you're gonna lose. What deck plays just vanilla minions? No deck does that. The only deck that has been mildly successful at doing that is Ramp Druid, because they could play them very early.
True. Yeah,
And even they don't play that. They have stuff to play. They play taunts and Ancient of Lores and stuff. They're not gonna be playing minions with no text, basically.
I guess it would depend on the other Cthulhu cards.
Yeah, I think it was gonna be a gimmick deck. I agree.
I mean, there's another take on it too. Like you could sort of make it like a control deck, like how Murloc Paladin is. Because Murloc Paladin, the way that it's evolved lately is like they have like Doomsayers and they rely on Equality Consecrate combo just to stall, and then when they get the two um, Murloc spells, then they just win. It could be sort of like that too, where they just play Cthulhu support cards when they can, but they just try to concentrate on clearing the board. But that just seems weaker than the Murloc deck.